started sewing when I was about 5. My mother tried really hard to teach me to crochet, but I didn't seem to have the manual dexterity, and I made doll clothes. I think, that was my start, and I've sewn everything since, and I like to sew a lot. So my mother didn't quilt, and I don't know how she'd feel about the fact that I quilt now, but I know that she would like it if I was an artist. And so I've just always sewn. It's part of who I am and part of my life. I first learned about Bernina when I finally got around to realizing that I was going to sew a lot and I needed to buy the very best I could find. The truth be known, I bought my first Bernina because I really wanted a sewing machine that made really good buttonholes. Of course, you understand that I probably haven't made a buttonhole in 20 years. I don't know. I have to read the book when I want to make a buttonhole. I don't remember. But it was a wonderful machine. It sewed great. I still own it. When I bought my new 830, which I absolutely adore, I had people calling me on the phone to buy my 1130, my old sewing machine, but I wasn't willing to sell it. I still have it, and I still love it. I think Bernina's most benefited my craft because I bought the 830, and the extra space that it allows for quilting is just wonderful. When I sit at my old sewing machine now, I feel like it's a toy because it's so small, and the software capabilities and some of the other features that the Bernina has, I've always loved. I love the knee lever. I sew two-footed, so that means I sew with the gas pedal with the left foot and the knee lever with the right, because I found that for patting my stomach, and the patting your stomach, rubbing your head thing was too hard on one leg. I really like some of the other features that I don't think are always touted very much. Needle up, needle down, of course, but what I especially adore is the fact that the gas pedal, when you push on it backwards, the needle goes the other way. So if you want the needle up, you can get the needle up and not take your hand off your work. Bernina means to me quality, in the quality of the stitch and the quality of the dealer that I deal with. When people ask me what kind of sewing machine I have, I tell them I have a Bernina and that I have a really good relationship with my dealer. And the two together have made it just the most joyous thing to sew on. Well, I enjoy the most being a BERNINA Ambassador because I like Berninas. And when people ask what kind of sewing machine I sew on, I can be honest and happy about the honesty and tell them that there's nothing better. I mean, nothing sews like a Bernina. It's a wonderful machine. It has wonderful features. Go to your dealer, talk to your dealer, see what sewing machine works for you, take your own stuff, sew, play, and have a really good time, because that's what it's all about. I sew most of the time. I sew almost every day when I'm home, and that new 830 that I have, that I've had almost 4 years, has almost 8 million stitches on it. So I guess that says it all. Oh, the inspiration word. I never have a problem with that. I get an idea, I travel a lot, I'm married to a professional photographer, so that means I get to go some really spectacular, exotic places. And it's the visual for me, or the color that drives me, or the embellishment, or something. Maybe it's a new technique I've learned lately at my dealer that I really, really want to try, and that will drive me to be creative. And I found that the more bored I get, and the more I repeat things, the more creative I get, because I get bored. So it's just sort of a circle, and the more you play, and the more that you practice, and the more you do things, the more creative I become. I tell people all the time when they say, how do you get out of the box? I go, what box? I just don't believe in that. I don't go there with that. I don't think about it, and it seems to work out.